Hello everyone, welcome to another live chat hosted by me, Mr. Philly. And today we are making butter chicken. Now this is just the prep video. I'm going to make a part 2 because it was a little long. I already did most of the prepping actually off camera. I wanted to get it to you. I wanted to actually show you all the prep that I was going to do. But I'll definitely talk about it in this video. And one thing I wanted to, one thing unrelated to the food I'm making today about YouTube. The reason why, and I've seen a lot of other YouTubers do this, I wait a minute before I introduce myself and let the screen go live for a minute, is because actually I've noticed if I actually was to just go live and start talking, it actually cuts me off. Like 30 seconds. Most of my videos do that. But if you're off screen for like a minute and you wait for the video has recorded for a minute, then it won't cut you off. I don't know why. I don't know if that's just YouTube or if it's just my phone or if it's just how every live is. You actually have to wait 30 seconds to a minute before you can introduce yourself, otherwise, or start talking or whatever you're doing on your channel. Otherwise, it will cut you off. So, anyway, that's what I've noticed. So today, like I said, we're making butter chicken. I forgot about it, but I was reading a little bit about it. But in the next video, I will actually give you a little rundown, a little history about the butter chicken that we're making. It's an Indian cuisine, very popular. So right now, we're just doing the prep. So first thing we prepped was our chicken. We needed like a pound of chicken, so I went ahead and diced and cut that up into small cube-like pieces, and we already got that prepped. And then the other thing was ground ginger. So you're going to need, that's actually a backbone in a lot of Indian cuisines. Yeah, it was a tablespoon. And one of these days, I really wanted to show you on screen but it just took forever for me to find it because I forgot I've actually bought it. Hello, Eric. How you doing? Anyway, but I ended up finding it. But when you grate ginger or shave ginger, the neat little trick is, the ginger root. For those of you who don't or haven't seen a ginger root, where we use ginger in a recipe, you use a spoon like to chop off the skin basically, and that works really really well. So anyway, so we already got a tablespoon of that. For this recipe calls for a tablespoon, so we're gonna put that aside. All right, and then we already did the chicken. That was the other part of the prep. And then we also chopped up some cilantro. I did that off camera too. That's for later, but that's completely optional. That's just a garnish. It's just gonna add a little bit of flavor and color. So anyway, next this recipe calls for 1.5 onions. I'm just gonna use one because I think this one's big enough, honestly. I don't like adding too many onions to any recipe. I think that just really kind of drowns out flavor. And I'm not really perfect. I'm not exactly a chef master yet at getting the onions really, really thinly diced, like squares, like almost like dice. I'm getting there though. So let me clean this knife off here real quick. So again, what we're making today is butter chicken, and I'm not going to do the full recipe here. I'm just doing some of the prep, what's left of the prep work that I have to make. In the next video, we will be finishing the recipe. So anyway, all right. So now we're about to dice our onion here. One thing that I wanted to mention, and I mentioned this before, about knives and sharpening knives and things like that. I just found out that you actually can, instead of spending $1,000 for a special chef knife set, you can actually go to Ace Hardware store and sharpen some of your knives because they will actually do it professionally. And it's actually pretty cheap. I think it's like $10 a knife. I'm so glad. I wish I would have found that out a year ago. Anyway, but one of these days, when I do go to chef school, I probably will be going all out and buying probably $1,000 chef knife set just to have it. Because every chef should have a special knife set. Otherwise, if you buy cheap ones from Walmart, you're going to have to get it sharpened regularly. And they recommend good recommendation is getting an electric sharpener. Actually, that's the most effective from the cookbooks that I've read. Oh, gotta get some of the skin off. Can anybody hear me all right? Awesome. How you doing, Norlin? You say your name right? Norheim? Hi, Eric. Did you say hi already? How's your day going? Is it the stash? That's what everybody says. I really never thought I looked good with the stash, but I tried it, well, a few weeks ago, well, actually a month ago. I've had this for about a month now, but everybody at work actually liked it. I actually had more likers than haters. So I think I'm going to keep the stash for a little while. Sorry, my laundry's going. I hope you guys can still hear me. So. Sorry, this knife is so dull. It's well overdue for a sharpening. 26. It took me a while to start growing a stash too. I didn't start growing facial hair until I was like 26, 27. My brother, he's like 19 and he's got a full goatee. Well, not 19, I'm sorry, 23. Come on, this knife is so damn dull. I am really struggling. I am making butter chicken. I'm just prepping in this video. The next video I will actually be making it. Okay, so we got that part. Just dicing up an onion now. I did most of the prepping off screen. This recipe calls for 1.5 onions. I'm just using one big one because I think it's big enough. Alright, let's scoop up that part, transfer to a bowl. Oopsie. Just drop some. Okay, now we got half of it cut up and diced already, so now we're about to attempt to dice this other part. This one is so bulky and so hard though. I'm just having so much trouble trying to dice this one, so I think I'm just going to dice it in pieces. And like I said, I am no pro at dicing yet, but I'm getting there. Kind of fell apart. scissor method right here. Out of iron, all right? That's why it was stuck. It still had some skin on it. Look, there we go. Where is everybody? Nobody on today? That's why it's not working. Let's see. That one here. Some of the skin I didn't really see. I guess I'm going blind. It was still on, and that's why it was so hard. This one was so hard, much harder to cut. Whoopsie. Much better. Do a little more scissor cutting because I didn't get this chopped the way I wanted to. Diced the way it was supposed to be. Hi Sherry, I never actually see you on. Alright, my washing machine's over right there. I hope it's not too loud. Hopefully it won't drown us out, but I won't be on for more than 10 minutes. This is just the prep video. That's cool, Sherry. You never usually comment. I never know when you're on. I can't really see. Like, it doesn't tell me who's on. It just tells me how many people are on. Right. Alright, now we got our onion all chopped up and we're gonna put it in a bowl, and which we already did. Now we're gonna set it aside in the refrigerator for a bit. Awesome, thank you. Alright. Oh, you can't hear it? Washer sound is not... Oh, okay. Washer sound. Like water sound. I was like, what are you saying? Alright, so now I'm gonna take a paper towel and clean off this board really quick. wash it off too. Sorry, you guys are on the opposite side of the sink. Where I live now, the kitchen is really small, so I had to adapt a little bit. I'm definitely gonna have to find or get another extension cord, because my brother took my other one. See if I can find a way to hook you guys up so I can carry you around here. Because it was a little claustrophobic in this kitchen. All right. Now, lastly, we're gonna do our prep our garlic, and this recipe calls for 3 garlic cloves. Let me wash the knife off really quick. Boom. I do not look like that man. I do not look like Justin Timberlake, come on. I've heard a lot of people, but I've never heard him. Boom shakalaka. Breezeby. You're new, I haven't seen you on here before. How you doing? Sorry, I'm not very talkative right now. It's just that washer being where it is really throwing me off. Washer sound. All right, now we're all done with our garlic cloves. Chopping up our garlic. So we're going to transfer that to a little cup right here. We're going to take that, including our ginger, and set that aside in the refrigerator. Alright guys, and I told you before that this recipe also butter chicken. It also required some chicken, which I already prepped earlier, and then the garnish, which I will be using, which was cilantro, and I did both of that off screen. So thank you so much for joining me. Stick around here in a couple hours. I'm going to finish this recipe. Yeah, this was just the prep, so we got everything prepped. We got our onion and our garlic, and then our ginger prepped, and then the chicken, of course, that I said, and the cilantro. So that was pretty much it. So, all right. Thanks everybody for watching. Don't forget to like and follow. Stay tuned for part 2. Have a good day. Bye, Sherry. I'll be back. You gonna be on?